And it's Tuesday.
Welcome to the stream.
Mr. Dead, Mr. No Avada 2.
Nope.
Come on now.
No
You know
Avada
you
2.
want it. You know you want it.
The
I
No
know
Avada.
you want it.
This is the No Avada 2 stream. There'll be no Avadas here. There'll be no Avadas spoken about. Hey, Covaction.
We'll have to talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, I think.
Hey, Chuck.
Possum.
And Brent is here too. Eat more possum. But I don't think we're getting around the Avada 2 in our stream tonight.
There's a lot of stuff going on for sure. I doubt we avoid it. Not that there isn't going to be plenty of more time to talk about it. And you did have that little tidbit of information that showed up to talk about when we talk about the goggles of the walk snail.
What are we talking about on the walk snail goggles?
The alternative goggles that showed up.
Oh, yeah. They've been around for a while.
Right. No, I know they're not a new company.
They just came back. They just came back in the stock.
Those specifically.
They're analogs.
Right. They're analog, but they're okay.
They're still analogs.
I thought they were combo that they supported HD.
Well, all the analogs do was the HDMI in.
Okay.
You just get a HD receiver, and then you plug the HD out from the receiver to HDMI in.
I get it. I see what's going on there.
Drone Delirium, I did get your video that you emailed me today. He went and flew his Mario 5. See, him and I have one thing in common. We both got to fly our Mario 5s already. Dad's trying to ignore me right now.
Oh, damn! I'm not ignoring you. I'm damn close to a final product here.
You're close. I'm closer.
I'm getting there. I probably have something in the mailbox too. I think I do have. I've got my antennas. I just need the pigtails. And I had a dilemma because of the backwards mounting of the air unit. You either get longer pigtails
or longer cable.
A longer cable, and I got a cable coming, so I think I'm going to turn it back around. But she's freaking looking good, man. I'm really impressed with the front end of this thing. This thing's pretty sweet.
I went on Saturday and took the opportunity to take her out for a maiden.
You got video?
Yeah, I'm kind of in the process of downloading it right now.
There we go. There's a close up of the real Mario 5. Kai can show you the copy, but that's the true Mario 5 right there.
How is it the true Mario 5?
It's not blue.
Fill me in on your logic there.
It's not blue in color. It's yellow. It's a Bumblebee. I actually got yellow props coming. And like I said, the only thing that
Bumblebee, it's Speedy Bee.
Speedy Bee. I call it a Speedy Bee or Bumblebee. But that's The only thing that's not going to be yellow is I'm going to have these green ass antennas, but these true RC antennas, but they'll work.
All right. Let's see if I can get this downloaded right quick. Yeah.
Did you flash yours with the Blue Jay? Your
Nope.
ESCs? No.
Nope. Mine does a BL32 ESC, so you can't just they're different.
You can't just flash them. Can I show something political? It'd be for fun. Yeah, sure, Dad Random. You sure can. Let's create some
What are you
controversy.
showing?
Let's create some controversy on my stream.
That's great. We got a new face here, James Baraka. Howdy, fella. I need to do something with him. I need to smurf him. Man.
Hey, James.
We need to smurf that. We need to take care of that guy. All right. Because we're just do it for everybody here.
Gosh, I feel good today. I feel really crappy for quite a few days. I've had like a headache. I felt like I had no energy. And today it's like I'm a totally different person. It's really weird. Just strange. I mean, from the get-go.
You've been smurfed.
From the get-go, I felt good today. Well, I got to get the live on my... Let's see.
Is there something that I need to share?
Just a second here. I just got to get our feed on here, and then I wanted to. I just wanted to pop the chat out. It just makes it easier to put stuff on the chat here. You know what? Another thing I was going to talk about last time that I didn't have a chance to talk about. I'm actually thinking about getting a PC laptop. I was thinking about getting a Mac laptop, but now I'm actually thinking about getting a PC laptop. I don't know why I'm chickening out, but I haven't done it yet, but they're so cheap. For $750, I can get an i5 with a 3050 graphics card built into it. It'll have a terabyte of memory and 16 gig just stock. And I'm like, that would be a good travel pack too. But yeah, I've got my picture up here. My political statement. There you go, right there. Could you imagine if a drone would have hit this bridge?
Not funny.
I know it's too soon. That's why I said on there I said, is that too soon? I know, hey, guys, I am bringing forth the politics of the dangers of a drone when a freaking ship can.
All right, X-Jet.
Ugh.
All right, X-Jet, you had your 5 minutes.
I'm just saying. I mean, that is absolute freaking disaster that happened. That is horrible.
Hobby Howie says, "Don't buy a PC from Amazon. It comes with spyware."
That I keep hearing that. I keep hearing these spyware and Amazon and.
You know where I get my laptops from?
What?
Dell.
Yeah. No, that's good. No, that's
Dell outlet.
Yeah. No, I was looking. That's where I got my.
This little beauty here. Okay. Has a sticker on it. Refurbished. This thing been solid.
No, I agree. Dell's really been solid, and I just want something that I can carry around and has a little bit of power. I do have the one that I did use last year when I went out of town. is good, but I'm thinking about bringing a little bit more horsepower with me. Just so I can do live streams better from, I'm going to be at my dad's for
this one has an AMD series in it. What's the onboard graphics?
Is the onboard graphics, you like the Radeon graphics, or?
This is, shoot. I actually would have to open up the blessed thing and look at the specs on it.
Yeah, I'm just looking around for, for some deals. I don't care about the size of the screen. I would actually like it to be portable. I wouldn't mind, that it didn't have I want it to be, it doesn't have to be super powerful. I just want to be able to run a stream on it with a single monitor, or with dual monitors, with not, the laptop monitor and an external monitor. That's it. So that's, and this
has a Ryzen 7 5700U with the Radeon graphics.
Right. And that's, you said the Ryzen 7, right?
What? Yeah. AMT Ryzen 7 5700U. I mean, this laptop's 2 years old, so there's gonna be newer and better things. But
yeah, I'm not looking. That doesn't. 2 years wouldn't. Yeah, there's really good deals here. I'm looking at the.
Go on the Dell outlet.
That's where I'm at right now. That's where I'm looking.
Some good deals on there.
That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at a 16-inch 500 or 5,000 5630.
This thing is a 15.4, I believe.
Yeah, this is 4.6 gigahertz. It's this doesn't have a Ryzen processor. It's got Intel graphics. That's, yeah. I really do like the Ryzen, because that's the one, my other computer that I used when I was out of town. That's a Ryzen 3 with integrated graphics, and that thing worked really good. I just threw it in my bag. It's light, but yeah, this one there's a $600 one right there.
Yeah,
$600 or $700.
That thing works pretty good for me.
Yeah, 16. Yeah,
my heavy lifting goes through my desktop. So
yeah, and I'm not looking for a heavy lifter. I'm looking for one I can just travel with. This little thing here has been great. I mean, this little, hand me down, but it doesn't have the screen on. It's broke, so I can't bring it with me. I mean, that's the only thing that sucks about it. To replace this one, it'd be $700 too. If I bought one just like this with a working screen, they're about $700. But I can get more for the same $700. That's, if I go back to a PC, and when I get back to a PC, sometimes I feel like I'm liberated. It's like, oh my gosh, I don't have to think about stuff, and it's just a world that I'm really i9, Ryzen 9. Oh yeah, whatever. Freaking A. That's a Ryzen 9. Then you're just burning up tons of fuel. That thing has got to have I don't know. I'm not familiar with the different lines of PCs. I'm not, the XPS versus the Inspiron, I think the XPS are the light ones. So there's an i7 XPS. Yeah, so for the smaller ones you're going to pay another $300 or $400, $500 more. Holy crap! There we go. They're more expensive, but you're paying for small there. But anyway, once again, that's another rabbit hole to go down for me. Oh, I don't even. It was just refurbished. I don't care. There it is. Is that it?
That's it.
It's hauling butt, man. 5-inch. You can't do anything but haul butt.
Yeah. Again, I'm at the park where there's other people around.
Yeah, I see. You're cruising though. There's nothing slow about your flight there. Oh yeah, those things just fly so fast. That little Cinewhoop goes that fast. But the wind would take it. That you can go in the wind and not have any problems.
Yeah, I'm just kind of trying to put a couple laps in. I mean, you literally had people showing up left and right.
Yeah, that's when you're just sitting there and you're alone, you're like, all right, and then suddenly you hear a car pull up. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. But
That's fun. I'm pretty happy with it. I don't see any major jello issues.
nope. You do see a little bit of prop out there on the right side.
Yep, there's a share of it, but
Yeah, I can get rid of that in 2 seconds. All you do is put that in. You throw that into gyro flow, and you don't see that prop anymore. You just crop it down a little bit.
this is raw off the VTX.
The VTX RAM.
Yeah.
Still looks good though. That's good.
This is raw internal recording.
That's good looking recording though. That's good VTX. You can tell. I always look at the clouds. That always tells me how the recording is.
Yeah, that little bus right there, he's actually going to park sort of right where I'm flying from. So yeah, it's
you got the short bus showing up next to you.
well, it's more like the party bus.
Oh boy.
So, but I mean, it's smooth flying.
Yeah, that's real good. You crank the camera down a little bit and you slow it down. It's hard to fly slow on 6S though. There's just so much power. I'm able to do it with the domain, because it has a little bit.
It depends on how you pitch your camera too. You pitch your
Right.
camera down some, it makes it easier to slow it
Right.
down.
Yeah. When I fly, my first flight, I'll always pitch it down to right there. I mean, literally got it low. Low and
So no, she'll slow down.
yeah, that's good though. That's smooth. You don't see any vibration going on there. You don't see you don't see the just jiggling and
So I'm kind of doing the flying Miss Daisy here, but
you said you're getting 6 minutes, 7 minutes.
yeah, I've got this is about 5 minutes recording, and then there's a couple more minutes on the next recording.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah, that's about what you want to get.
And this is, I believe, the 1400 milliamp hour battery.
Uh-huh. Like I said, you can milk it out by just you can throw it in angle mode and I just don't like angle mode because you don't get enough pitch. It takes away so much of your pitch.
Yeah, no, I don't.
I like angle mode because it of course corrects your when I'm starting to finally land in angle mode. I used to never do that. I used to come and drop it in there, but now I'm throwing it down. I'm clicking in angle mode and just setting it down a little bit better. And that's good practice too, because you practice stick control.
Yeah, the pickup was just leaving there. He was one of those mountain bike guys coming around there. He was not happy with me. He didn't say a word, but he looked at me like, "What the fuck?" So I'm like, "Okay, you one of those guys?"
Yeah, it's just kind of like, help me, give me a break,
What the hell?
Yeah, James says he's flying his Avata manually. The Avata gives you a lot of in manual gives you a lot more. It takes away some of the stick sensitivity, which helps, and then you can of course adjust that if you want. The only time I want the stick sensitive is in flips and rolls. I'll put the top end to the to pretty quick, so you get that snappy turn. But the other, when you're maneuvering, some people like it snappy even in the lower ranges. Where you get that really tight curve, in your stick rates. But I like it. I like it. My
There
curve.
it is.
I like my curve to come and then at the very top it's bang, or bang. I used to have a program that shows you the stick rates based upon how you got your
Yep.
numbers set up.
So
Every once in a while.
that was the main of the Mario 5.
Yeah, it's flying great. How'd you now you have Crossfire in yours, right?
I have Crossfire on mine. I got Voxel on mine.
There was a new module, a diversity module that it came out today too, for Express ELRS.
Diversity module?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a
diversity module or diversity
module
receiver?
A module for your.
Okay. No, that's not new. There's the Gemini.
Is that I thought they were new. They were new on maybe they're being
Gemini,
sold.
I think they're called the Gemini modules. They have a diversity thing, but they've been out for some time now.
Well, they were just put on.
But they come from Beta FPV, and
maybe
our
that's where
opinion of Beta FPV lowers by the day. So
yeah, no, I maybe that's where it came from. It was an ad that came through. I'm gonna see if I see it. Now I'm not. I'm not
Brent,
really.
I
I'm not
know
really
you
happy. I'm not really happy with Beta FPV right now. So we got another story on this one that's coming.
Well, let's Eat More Possum says, sent me your Mario 5. I'll convert it to a folding arm quad. Because Brent had a little bit of a boo-boo was one of his, and gave it a folding arm feature. Arm just kind of, flopping in the breeze.
Floppy arm syndrome.
Yeah.
Floppy arms.
Really? Is Possum here yet?
Yeah, he's here.
I got a video for
He's
Possum.
been here. Yeah, he's been here since the beginning.
No, I mean Sunrise.
Sunrise, yeah.
No, I'm looking for Sunrise. Sunrise ain't here yet. I've got some for him. I got a video just for him. A new quad that I come across has his name all over it, and you know which video I'm talking about. I'll send it to you. So
nope, it wasn't Beta FPV. And I'll find whatever I was at. But yeah, it came up in there. Oh, and the Gep RC came out with for the Cinnabot 25. They came out with the frame. You can buy the frame only, which I'm thinking about buying. And converting my Pavo 25 into a Gep RC Cinnabot 25. It's not a Cinnabot. It's a It's not the it's a Cinebot, not the Cinelog. Whichever one has the camera mount that's protects it. Synalog. But looking, none of my things are coming up here today. It's been all I've been running into stuff all day today, and different setups. But
I cannot find this stupid video. Yeah, I will find it. So, let me get on my little walk snail rant for a minute. So y'all know I've been using walk snail for a while now. I've got the new goggles X. I had the old V1 goggle. I actually sold the V1 goggle. I'm just holding on to the goggles X for now. Now there was this issue with the heat sink. It's my thorough belief that they screwed up with that in two ways. For one, they didn't send any instructions was that thing. They just sent you the parts, no instructions whatsoever. And then, all I had to do is get somebody like Matt's Tech or Bartwell or somebody else to release a quick video. This is how you install it. Now, the other thing that I noticed, the thermal paste they give you was the new heatsink. Absolutely sucks, but it is old, it is dry, it's not, normally thermal paste is a little bit sticky. This stuff is old and hard, and I don't think it's any good. So I actually went and bought new thermal paste. And then, you need to reroute the Wi-Fi antenna out from underneath it and just go around the heatsink with it. Don't even bother putting it underneath and between the chips or whatever, like some people suggest. Screw that. Just put it over the top and be done with it. And yes, the location of the Wi-Fi antenna absolutely stinks because they put it on the top lid. But they had nowhere else to put it. Because if you look in there, there's nowhere else where you could possibly put the blessed thing. So it had to go on top. And I know some people have problems and yank the damn things off because, I don't know, bolt, China shop.
So it's been a series of blunders, basically.
There's a whole series of blunders. And for the last blunder, so I've ordered a V3 VTX from PowerDrone. And this is what the V3 VTX looks like. Let's see if we can get some focus.
You can go big if you need to. Just go big. So we can see it.
Go big here, and
there we go.
All right, there we go. You see the VTX right there, nice encased. This is the V3. This is like a low out, and this is a 500 milliwatt. This is not their big dog. This is a smaller one for lighter weight applications, like what's this one where I'm trying to stay under 250 grams. Puts out 500 milliwatt for something this small that's not flying too far. 500 milliwatt is plenty.
Right.
I yanked the DJI or the CATX Vista out of my other 4-inch Bobcat and replaced it with that same VTX, and I couldn't get OSD to work. I've hooked it to different UARTs. I even tried a different flight controller. OSD would not come. Video worked fine. OSD would not come. So send an email to PowerDrone support. PowerDrone's like, okay, we got to get CATX support involved. So CATX guy. So now we have this party email going on between myself, CATX support, and PowerDrone support. And CADX guy finally said, okay, send it in for repair. I'm like, dude, this is a brand new unit. Yeah, he want me to send it to China. I'm like, no. I bought this here in the States because I didn't want to go, ship stuff to China when it wasn't
Right.
issue. So the guy's like, okay. He gives me a name and race day quads address in Florida to send to return that thing to. Okay. Well, I sent it to the address he requested, sent him the tracking number. Fire Drone immediately refunded me the shipping cost for this thing to go to their competitor, essentially. So, no, hats off to Fire Drone on this. Day later, I get a tracking notification from the CADX guy was my replacement coming from China. I was not impressed, but it got here fairly quick because it's already here. And this is what they sent me. This is not the encased V3. This is a V3, but it's not cased like the other one is. So I sent them an email. I said, what the hell? And they're like, oh, it's the V3. It just don't have the case. We can send you the case if you want it. If I didn't want the case, if
you wouldn't have bought it with the case.
I wouldn't have bought it with the case because I could just bought it, but it says, and it's in really small letters at the bottom of this freaking VTX. Let's see if I can get up to show.
Yeah.
It says it right there in the corner. Avata TX15 or TX1S V3. It's right there in the bottom right corner, right next to the MIPI connector. So it is a V3 that they sent me. I just didn't send it case. So now I got to wait another 10 days for the freaking case to show up. Oh, I have the feeling that they have like one guy at CADX that looks at all these emails, and he's so freaking overworked and confused that he can't keep the cases apart anymore. Because, when he sent me the address to China to send it in for repair, I had to remind him that this was a new purchase. But he apparently also answers the emails for everybody that's fussing on Facebook or other social medias. So it's CADX, get your shit together. So
yeah, it's there was a comment in our Hobby Howie. He said, "Knock on wood." He said he's never had a problem with his goggles. You can put up his comment there.
Yeah.
But he says his moonlight broke on a small crash. So and that, that sucks. It's.
Yeah, but I mean, any VTX on a crash, I mean, we take that chance when we fly these things, right?
Right. Nope. I'm full
And
aware.
I mean, you had a small crash and you had to replace the cable on the 03.
Right. And to me, that's lucky. I mean, crap. I landed hard on a street, and everything's working good still. So.
And I get, a dud VTX shipping out, shit happens. Okay. You send it back, you get another one. But I mean, having to go instead of being able to just send it back to Fire Drone, they send me a new one. Everything has to go through CADX and everything has to go to freaking China. Okay. Fire Drone's been stellar in their support on this and making sure to make me whole on the shipping.
Yeah, they give me stuff fast. I'm really happy with Pyro Drone.
But this horse crap with dealing with a guy that's not really paying attention to a conversation, and he's supposed to be the face for CADX. I mean, I'm a little frustrated right now.
Sometimes those you don't feel like they care behaviors have to do with the amount of activity they're getting. You know, if they're getting a ton of
Yeah. Yeah.
Possum said he was looking at the Cinnabot frame today. Yeah, I'm that's what I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking about taking the guts of this, putting it in a Cinnabot 25 frame, which has the, the holder, and then Vista. I got a Vista that I'll pull out of something and make this just a little Cineflyer, and it'll give me something to do too. It'll give me another project to work on, so a problem to solve that Kyle have to get a phone call for on Saturday.
Yeah. Tech
Hey,
support. Can I help you?
we did. We got the trouble. We had a bunch of troubleshooting to do on mine, but most of it was just plugging cables in. It was just making sure stuff was plugged in all the way.
Yeah.
Take it for granted that you don't get
It's-
a cable plugged in, completely. And I didn't know that. I've never had that problem, so now it's something I can check for. And
Process elimination, and
right. I'd say the assembly. I think there's a lot of give and take on that frame. There's a lot of things you can do with it. It has a lot of options, and the price is good.
But anyway, let me circle back to the walks now real quick and the
Circling
goggles.
back. Here we go.
So on Saturday, I was out flying. It was a bit warmer. I was in the 80s, lower 90s even.
Really?
Kind of, oh yeah, it was warm.
Ooh, wow.
And I was, kind of sitting in the sun there too. So I'm like, okay, this is putting the goggles through its paces. And I didn't have problems with the goggles. Okay. I did not have problems with the goggles, but when you take them off, you can definitely feel the heat coming out the top vents. So that heat sink is working. Just Matt's Tech is actually going to release a video about how to go about replacing the heat sink now. So I'm going to leave it to him. He's got more expertise and equipment to do it than what I do.
So would you say that that your goggles are working fine? I mean, you're flying with them, obviously.
I'm flying with them. I have not had all the problems that everybody else is fussing about. Yeah, they're getting warm, but no, they haven't overheated on me. I haven't had any shutdowns in those glasses, in those goggles, like some people report. I haven't had any of those experiences on my end. So, a lot of people that have the goggles X kept their V1s for backup, and there's a number of them that went back to the V1 goggles for the goggles X to work out the last teething issues. And I mean, DJI goggles needed to work out their kinks too for a while. So there has been a new firmware release for CADX too. So there's usually an update on their firmware about once a month.
I was just looking for that frame. Brent and I were talking about the GEP RC frame.
It's in about 25.
Yeah, just show you the difference. Just a real quick look at it, but just a different. I mean, they protect the your VTX. There's slots to be able to get the cards in and out. I mean, stuff like that.
Yeah,
little things that. But I figured I can take this.
go through the slides there. There's got to be more than one picture.
Let's see if they got a. Oh yeah, they do. Okay. Yeah, so there's the front and the back. It does have it has a shock absorber for. I mean, if you look at the camera mount, I'm going to get the parts for this. I mean, I'm going to have a frame that's going to be back together. I might try to resurrect it, assuming I know what I got a motor out too. But anyways, this thing, yeah, it has a proper cover for the camera. You know, it's got that. Is that I don't see
That
anything.
looks like a slot there under that arm in the front. Is that the opening for the SD card?
It could be. Let me just keep looking around here. I haven't done the full look around. I know it does. It does have and the antenna is mounted a little bit better. Yeah, I hate when they don't give you a view from underneath. Oh, there you go. There's our underneath.
That's from top.
Yeah. There are 4 screws in there just in case.
So
But
XD30 connector right behind the
right,
camera?
yeah,
No, right in front of the antenna.
yeah, right there.
Okay.
I just wished I could see the side where I'm almost sure that I think they put I think it comes with a little
Insert?
insert. Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like there was an insert of some type there.
Yeah, I'm just looking to see if you can see.
There you go. You see
There's
it
a hole. There's a
right
hole
under that arm.
right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
There you go.
So anyway, it's molded, but I'm just looking for something that's a little more friendly, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway. I'm just a little bit disappointed, but I have crashed this hard, so it's not like I'm not partly to blame, but I'll take my lumps. But I'm hoping that I didn't fry the ESCs on this. So there's one motor that's little warm, so I haven't had a chance to fix that yet. I'm going to fix it and see if it resolder the one motor wire. But Mario 5 is more important at this point, so I want to get that one done. I want to get it flying, and that'll be this weekend. I'm hoping. I hope I have everything figured out. So
you mean this?
Yeah, that thing.
That one?
Yeah, I've got 2 things: get my antennas connected, and then the other one is getting my ELRS set up. I was in the process of that, and then I just want to make sure that the controller was set up okay. I want you to walk me back through that to make sure, because I was looking for the ELRS version that's on here. I should just write it down, but I haven't. But I thought I found it, and then I looked at it on the ELRS installer, and I just stopped. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stop right here before I touch something and that I'm not sure that's right. But I did set up the OSD. I have the GPS was the other one I wanted you to check. It should be on UART 6. And that's the one that's on the schematic. So I'm assuming that that's correct. I just want to make sure it's, because I haven't, should I be able to see the GPS operate, or do I not have it? I thought you could just power it up with the USB and the GPS would.
Yeah. The
function.
GPS, the GPS should work off of the USB.
Okay. I didn't take it outside.
Both the GPS and the receiver.
All right, I should take it outside then, because I wasn't sure, because I was trying to see if I could get it to activate in here, by the window, but it wasn't working. So I'll take it outside and then put a power source on it.
Well, if you plug it in while in beta flight, you should be able to go over to the GPS tab and see how it's going through trying to acquire satellites.
Right, that's what I want you to look at. So.
But you have to enable the expert mode up there in the top right.
Right.
To get the GPS tab.
I did do that, and I just didn't know if I what I was seeing was right. So I just want to validate the fact that it's on the right. It should be. There's no reason why it shouldn't be on that UART, and it goes through the setup. So I'm getting the tones. So that's telling me that the GPS is functioning, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So.
Well, no, you won't get any tones on a GPS.
No.
The tones mean, the first couple tones mean the ESC is working. The last two mean that the BEC on the flight controller is working.
Yeah. The only way to tell if the GPS working is to have the GPS working.
Well, go plug it into Beta Flight.
I'll do it right now.
Plug it into your computer, fire up Beta Flight, and go with a GPS tab.
Let's.
As a matter of fact,
I just want to. Yeah, I'll turn that off there.
I'll do. Let's do this.
I just want to get that going. So there's Beta Flight. Connect. So I did. Oh yeah, the other thing is I got my orientation because I flipped my flight controller.
Yeah.
So we got that. That's going. So if I go left, it goes left. I go right, it goes right. I go back and yaw back. So that's all working.
If you go upside down, it'll crash.
It'll crash. There you go. Yeah. So shouldn't I see shouldn't GPS be lit up on Beta Flight? Shouldn't it? Shouldn't the GPS light be on? On the top of Beta Flight that says it has a GPS.
That usually takes a second or two.
Okay, I'm not there yet. Yeah, because I got to set up my controller and all that. Okay.
So let's see. Share screen.
Hear me go.
There.
Yeah. So that's what it's doing. That's it.
You'll see how it's talking to different, and you see the GPS thingy is on up top here.
Right here. I should be okay. Yeah, I really didn't leave it there that long, so we'll let it just kind of do its thing. See if it'll find a satellite or two or something. But I'll leave that there and but waiting for GPS fix, isn't that possible? Isn't that good?
What you might not get a GPS fix inside the house.
Okay. But
if you see it going through satellites, the flight controller is communicating with the GPS.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Then let's make sure we have some kind of communication going on. There you go. And I know it can take a while. I mean, it just depends on how things are working
share your Beta Flight screen with us. So
I thought I did.
Look, see there.
On here. Let me get you that here. I thought I had it there. Let's go here. So there, that's what we got going there.
Okay, well, your GPS thing ain't on yet. So go to configuration.
Okay.
And scroll down. GPS there is on. Okay, go up to port.
Yeah, I just want to check that. Yeah,
and that's UART 6.
Right, I got that set to GPS. Is that right?
Is that the right UART?
It should be.
Should be.
Yep, it should be.
Okay. Well,
I mean, it doesn't mean that it is, but it's the one that when I looked at when I was going through Speedy Bee and and it was the same plug. So I was looking to see if it was
let me look at your flight controller real quick.
Yeah, it's
So
the
we're
one
on
between. It's the GPS is plugged in between the two LEDs. It's the port between the two LEDs.
Yeah, yeah, it's okay. If you look, there's receiver, there's GPS. Let me share this screen.
All right.
Okay.
Yep, that's the GPS right there between the two LEDs.
Yeah.
Now, what number is that? That's the thing. And to me, it says it's 6 based upon the.
There's the zoom. Okay, we'll make it a little bigger. And you can actually see there's a T6 and R6. So it's on UART6.
Okay. That's what I was looking at.
So, okay. So let's go back to yours. So I still don't see a GPS thing on there. So let's go back to
Fail safe.
yeah, no, that has not. Go to configuration again.
Yep. I'm
Scroll
thinking.
down.
Yeah, I'm thinking there might be a
Okay, let me get our faces out of the way.
protocol.
Okay.
GPS protocol.
Turn on that Autobot.
Okay. There we go. That
There
could be
we
it.
go. And now
Save and
save
reboot.
and reboot.
Yeah, I knew it could be there. Like I said, the little things, man. It's the little things.
Okay, now go ports.
Go to ports and see what that says. Let's see here.
It's top.
There we go.
Second from the top. There you go.
And now it says auto.
That's no, that's got the 57600 behind GPS now.
Oh
okay.
yeah. Turn that to auto.
Nope.
Oh,
Leave that alone.
Yeah. All right. So that's basically just
auto
choosing.
Yeah. Go over to configuration again.
Mm-hmm.
And then scroll down to GPS stuff.
Yep.
And auto config. Okay. And we still don't get the GPS light though.
Yeah.
Let's look at failsafe.
Yeah.
Okay. Scroll down on it and then activate the allow arming without fix.
Okay. Save and reboot.
Okay. Unplug your unit for a second and then plug it back in. I want you to power cycle that.
Yep. Reboot. All right. We are reconnecting.
Okay. Go back over to the GPS tab. Well,
that's strange. And maybe I got a cable issue again. But that's got to be the correct
in all the way.
Well, I'm hoping I got.
You should be seeing something happening there.
Yeah, I'm looking to see if I've got my cable isn't plugged in or configured right. Let's see. I did look at.
I've got a funny feeling.
What? Don't be getting a funny feeling.
Unplug the cable from flight controller and tell me what the wire colors look like on the plug, one
On
end
the
to the other.
Yeah, on the GPS cable, correct?
The GPS cable, yeah.
Okay,
The
so
part that plugs into the
yeah,
flight controller.
so we got a green, gray, red, black,
Yep.
gray.
You need to repin that cable.
We're pinned in the wrong configuration.
Yep.
Okay,
And
so
that's what happens. That's what happens with these pre-made cables.
which one do you think is messed up?
This should be red, black, and then TX, RX, and then the two colored ones. So we'll have to we'll have to tear into that a little bit later because
Okay.
I actually need you to tear into this a little further.
Yeah, no, I see. I'll check. I'll actually look at that too, just to see how my GPS is marked, and then look at that and
Yeah,
see if
let's
I can,
go.
because
Let me
that would
add
make
this
sense.
back in here. Let me add this. Okay.
Yeah, that would make sense. When you start looking at the GPS board and the order. You take for granted that everything is, you got a cable that it's right, and that's just not the way it is. Yeah, because you use the same
Okay.
GPS.
You see those here?
Yep.
So that's your cable. That's your red, your black.
Okay.
There's your TX,
Does that go
RX.
left? Does that go left or right? Does that go left or right on the?
This starts at the bottom. See
Okay.
how 4.5 is marked down here?
Gotcha. Yeah, I see now.
But we need to look and see which direction the plug goes in, which side is up on the plug. So we're starting on the right side with it.
Yeah, right. Looking that way, the left side is would be where the power would
We
be.
got another new feller, Joel John. Welcome.
So it would be it would be red, black. Anyway, yeah, I get you. Look, like I said, we can do this later. I see what's going on.
So
I just unplugged, so. Yep.
all right, Joel, you've been Smurf too. So
Let me
actually, he's going to come by tomorrow night with a Cinelog 25, but I guess an older version of it. He needs the flight controller fixed. So I'm going to help him out. So yeah, well, you'll have to repin your GPS cable.
It is out of order. We have no power and no ground.
That's why. That's why it's almost better to solder.
I got you. Yeah.
Than having flux, because when you solder, you make it conscious. You're more conscious about
Where
wire
everything's
goes
going.
where.
Yeah, and I can definitely see that would be over time, that would be a much easier thing, depending on how easy it is to pull the pins out and move them around.
Well, you just need to have an X-Acto knife to lift that little tab up so you can pull the damn wire out.
Right.
And you're gonna need your.
That's what I did when I pulled the yellow one out. I just lifted that little tiny tab.
But you gotta be careful not to bend that tab too harshly or break off.
And then you can't. Yeah. When you showed me the kit, that they have a little kit where you can make you can make your own wires, and that's actually probably the best way to do it, because you can create the cable according to where the cables need to go, and bang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when they send you a cable with it, you know, they have no idea what you're plugging it into, so they just do whatever default they've got and
Right.
leave it up to you to repin it as you need it.
Right. And I think I'm just trying to see if they sent me a. Yeah, they sent me actually a cable, and they sent a one of those, but that's
Yeah,
not
with the
that's
loose
not big enough.
connector.
Is that a 6? Yeah, little G. Yeah, that is a 6 too.
Yeah, but is the cable long enough to go from the flight controller to the GPS chip?
Very, gosh, very close. This is the cable they gave me right here. That's pretty long. It might make it,
Why
but
wouldn't the cable? Why would the cable not be right? Because every flight controller manufacturer pins their stuff differently,
yeah,
and you know it's a walk snail GPS that has, you know, however they pinned it on the GPS site, and they just pinned it the exact same on the other end.
yeah. So you gotta, you were talking about that a while ago that
Yeah,
you were battling with those, um, and you check them all now because those are always not correct. You can't assume.
yeah, yeah.
So
No, don't think even ESC cables.
right,
Okay, if you have, you know, you can have a flight controller and ESC from the same manufacturer, and the shit don't match up.
yeah,
So you need to be careful with these cables.
yep. So we got to move the red and the green right, and then we got to get the other two right. So those are even straightened out.
Yeah, you need to move a total of 4 cables.
Yeah, gotcha. We will do that. I'll go and
So
actually blow that up. I liked it when they sent paper, but it is nice that you can just look it up because all of them are marked. And usually they're on the main website with the flight controller. You get it right; it's right there. But I like that picture you had, the video or the image you had because it's. Yeah, like I said, when I got into this project, I knew what I was getting into. I did. I knew that it was going to be like this, and the whole process is something that I needed to go from beginning to end, so you can troubleshoot, because it's all about troubleshooting. You got to be able
well,
to.
Jim, what's the he got a cable that came with the flight controller where they put the plug in on one end and the other end
Yeah.
is just loose to where you can stick it together as needed.
Right. So this where it goes in here, the power, and this is the power wire as it's needed coming out of the GPS, and it's in the wrong sequence going into the flight controller. So I've got to reorganize those on this end only. The other one is where it is. I mean, I could do it on the other end too. It's just easier to go in from the place where it's telling you. So it's just, yeah,
Yeah.
it's part of the game. The game is the game. So, and like Kai was saying, I totally
How would
understand.
someone know knew even know? Yeah, it's one of the many gotchas when you start building FPV quads
It,
yourself.
and our assumption would be right away is that it's broke. It doesn't
Yeah,
work. And that's,
yeah.
so no, it's to me, it's enlightening. I'm like, when I built my first one a long time ago, which was more like, was much more friendly because there were, all the cables were pin cables. So you just had to get the right cable and the right pin, and but you still had a troubleshooting, that you had to go through. And why did the motor go backwards? Well, two of the motor wires had to be changed. Because I don't think in ArduPilot you couldn't do that. You couldn't change it. But with Betaflight you can. That's the beauty of that. You can, and I haven't even done that yet. I haven't configured my motors yet, so we'll get there. And like I
He
said,
just reminded me, the thumb. Don't be shy about hitting that, please.
Yeah, so it's all good, it's just part of the game, you want to get into this game, and I do. I want to learn it because it gives me something else to do.
Yeah.
And and that's why, this thing's disaster. It's to me it's not a disaster, it's a learning opportunity to try to figure out why a motor's broke, how am I going to go about fixing it, because I'm not sending it to fucking Kai. Because I've sent enough stuff to him. He's had enough of me. He's gonna get my freaking Saturday phone calls.
Yeah. We'll get you fixed up. I get
Uh,
Joel fixed up tomorrow here with this little Cinelog.
and believe me, if I sent it to Kai, it'd be fixed in 2 minutes. But I have nothing. I have no skin in the game. Kind of like Mr. Croc, who's sitting in the golf course still.
Kind of like Kelly.
It's just it's liberating to be able to fix your own stuff, and that's. And not like if I've had a problem I couldn't figure out, then I would send it. Not a problem, It's like okay, you know what, I can't figure this out. This is
Like Mr. Croc.
well, Mr. Croc was a. I mean, I understand Mr. Croc way more now. Now that I've half put something together and I'm close to flying it, But I would love to find Mr. Croc. Mr. Croc is. I'm not giving up. I told you, I'm not giving up on finding that it's there. I look at I've got all the evidence I need. Now I just got to go and find it. And the day I do spot it on video, I am going to walk and get it. I'm not even going to care about what the golf course people say. I'm just going to go there and just get it. I'll just play the old man card. What? Where? I was just taking a walk, and where are we?
Tim's manufacturers are not going to be all on the same page.
Yeah.
And especially, I mean, these flight controllers, all the circuitry that's going on these flight controllers, that's, in that printed circuit board. Sometimes you have to, run the pins a certain way because you can't cross the wires over.
Right. It's like
I mean, they literally playing a game of Tetris, fitting everything on a flight controller that has to be on a 20 by 20 or 30 by 30 bolt pattern.
Yeah, to me, when they make it 16,
there's only so much real estate.
Yeah, when they make a flight controller 16 by 16, I'm like, that is so small. That is so small.
Now, 16 by 16 is what I use on that little Bobcat.
That's just teeny. That's why I like the all-in-ones, because everything it's all there, It's all sitting in front of you in all its glory. Like this thing right here, that's an all-in-one. It's a freaking completely in your face. But I mean, they've gone a long ways. I mean, crap, it's gone a long ways. And I like the motors on that. Those motors are powerful little motors. Those little
1505s?
Little 1505s. Yeah, those things. That's why I'm saying I'll put that on the GEP RC and turn that into a rocket ship. Because that's what they sell with the
this is what I've got on this one, on this 4-inch is 1504.5.
The other idea was, for me, Kai was saying, is just get a freaking frame and just mount it on a frame with no prop ducts, just turn it into a 2.5-inch, freestyle quad.
Well, you fly freestyle.
This would fly. This would fly just like this. Just don't put the.
Well, no, it's a freaking Cinewhoop, and a Cinewhoop will not be. It can freestyle to a degree, but not to the degree that you want.
Right. Now, Kai keeps telling me that's a Cinewhoop. Just get over it. Get over it. It's a Cinewhoop. I want it all, man. I want.
There's a reason I got 10 different quads on the shelf in front of me.
Oh man, we should go there. I think we should go there. We're right there right now.
Oh, looky there, Grumpy is in.
Oh,
Mr. Lloyd. Oh, I guess he disappeared. Now he's gone altogether. That's wild. His internet washed out. So make them 12 by 12 and shrink them in the wash. Not everybody's a laundry expert like you, Lloyd. Hold on.
We're back.
What'd you do? Pull your own internet plug?
No, anyway, stupid. I'm not even gonna explain it. It's not worth it's not worth
Admit it was your wife. Said no more internet for you, boy.
She pulled. Yeah, I went on the guest Wi-Fi. She doesn't know. I put an incognito guest Wi-Fi on.
Yeah.
No, what I was going to do is go to the unmentionable comment, or the unmentionable. All right, I'll show you. Here we go.
Let's go to let's mention the unmentionable. Here we go.
Right here. You know what I'm talking
I know
about.
what you're talking about. This is what you want right there.
Spectre. Oh, you like that? I love that.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty creative. I like Cognito one because that's kind of what they want. It's incognito. That would be it's hiding, but it's not. It's hiding in plain sight. So it's called Cognito by Spectre.
That you spelled the cognito wrong. Instead of a G, put a CK in there.
Cognito. Oh, what's the dildo one?
Yeah, well, that's for this part right here. The
yeah
DJI Love toy.
Oh my Lord, that thing is so ugly. That is so terrible. I just don't know what they're doing. Why are they so stupid? But there you go. There's the drone that does it all right there. That's the do it all. Hey, it won't be more than, say, a week before people talk about its ability to flip over. It crashes when I try to turn really sharp.
I still think it's going to be an overpriced Cinewhoop.
Yeah, it's got a long battery on it, so what was the?
It's got a 2150 milliamp hour 4S battery on it.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's still not a 6S. It's still a 4S quad, just like the water one was.
Right. And 4S is not enough. They'd have to make it so much lighter.
Again, there's a flying brick because the battery is so damn heavy.
I'm looking for the mAh value of the standard battery here, just to see what they, what they did with that. This one is this is 2420.
Yeah, so they went down with it slightly.
So what the frick? How are they getting 15 minutes out of the same battery? I mean, it's
different motors. It's all in the motors.
Yeah, you think so? They freaking cheapened up the motors again. They probably put the 1404s on there or whatever.
I'm guessing that's going to be 15 or 16. It
has to be 15, because that's the only way they're going to get performance out of it. But how are they power cycling that thing to? They must have a different battery chemistry or something. Because these things will give you 8 minutes.
If you build efficient enough a motor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the first motors are not efficient at all. They're not. They're little whiny motors.
Yeah. Well, Mini 1 to Mini 2. They did some with the motors, make the Mini 2 that much more efficient.
Oh yeah,
No
crap! I
flight
forget.
time out of it. Better wind resistant.
Freaking Mini 4, you're almost 40 minutes. I mean, it's crazy.
Same thing. I mean, Avata 1, Avata 2, new motor, more efficient. You
So
know, they up the prop size just a hair because apparently this one has a 3-inch prop now.
right. Yeah, the watt hour is the battery's a little bit smaller with a little less fewer water hours. I mean, it's just a teeny bit smaller.
But you know, we can kind of keep talking back and forth about
What's the
you know.
did you see the battery? This one says it's 17 volts. So this is overcharged. So this one's saying that it's 17 volts. Max charge voltage 17. Does that just mean
Well,
that's the max?
17, so figure 4.5
Its nominal
per
voltage is
cell times
14.7.
4 equals 18-volt fully charged
Wow.
for 4S battery.
Interesting. Interesting,
So
but
they may not push the envelope on the battery charging if they only charge it
it
to.
does take a long time to charge those batteries. They take quite a long time. They're not fast charging batteries. They take hour and a half to charge up.
So instead of charging it to 4.5 volts, they only charge it to 4.25 volt to get along a battery life out of it. If they say there's a 17-volt battery in there, then that's what they must be doing.
And then they stopped doing pusher because the pusher props were creating an imbalance. They widened out the frame. They're basically making it more stable. Because remember that everybody was saying, "Oh man, you go into the stall and you fall, and you crash." And this one, they went away from the pusher. They brought the props up, which creates a different CG. So the center of gravity is now more balanced with the props.
We already know they dropped the KV because the new Avata is supposed to be a lot quieter than the old one.
So that's definitely a
And Bob made it.
Oh, it must be. It's 5:30. All right. Well,
But here, follow my train of thought here real quick. And we've been talking about, haggling back and forth about what we think the price on this thing is going to be. And I'm going to make my case here real quick.
All right, here we go. We got a bet.
Why this thing is going to be $2,000 was everything. The old ProView was $1,317. Okay.
Yeah.
Then you've got your Flymore kit on that for $280, and then you have a controller for $200.
$200. You think it's going to be
that's $1,800 roughly already.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing the new one's going to cost about $200 more. So that's how I come to $2K for the new setup. Was the combo, the Flymore kit, and the new controller.
And the new controller.
Yeah. I'm 2K. That's where that thing's going to be.
It adds up fast.
Yeah. So that's how I get to that figure.
And then they added more plastic on the freaking goggles. Adding that little plastic thing and then the spring to shove it against your face. But there's no difference. I mean, the manufacturing costs have not changed. That's all I'm saying. So we've got the same manufacturing cost, even though it's a different chipset. It's not costing them more. They're still their cost of, and then they and their little dildo right there that they put out. I mean, they even made it look like a dildo now. Do you notice that? They went from motion controller to pleasure device.
I mean, it comes was the no.
Yeah, exactly. The old
The old birth control goggles.
Get the Friar Tuck. It sits on top of your head and it pushes against you.
Yeah. So there's not a foam. It's more like a bellow, like a inflated little balloon that sits up against your face.
Oh
It's
man.
probably more comfortable to wear, but I mean, it's just, yeah, I'm not feeling it.
I'm not buying it. I'm telling you. There's no way I'm freaking buying that piece of crap. That is the biggest freaking pile of turds that they've ever put out. I mean, controller wise, I mean, what do you do with the dildo? You stick that up your butt while you're while you're freaking flying with your controller?
Yeah, there's
You
some
should make it
people
vibrate.
that prefer flying with dildo. And I mean, there's some even that now have a base for that thing, so they just plug it on top of it, and it flies like a joystick.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
it's and if that's your thing, that's your thing. Okay.
I flew the Avata last week because I had to burn up all my batteries because I was I was getting that stupid battery error, so I had to go bring them down to 10% and everything. So I took out the freaking motion controller and I was flying it around. I mean, it takes a while to get back used to it, but it is annoying as hell. It is so annoying.
Okay.
You can't recover from a maneuver with that thing. You don't have enough
Well,
control.
here's the thing. Okay. This is not what you would call a proper FPV quad. Okay.
Grumpy says he's got a base.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you earlier? I'm actually going to have to pull this because I was so proud of myself with that statement coming out of my mouth. What did I say?
Ugh.
What did I call this thing?
The new one will have manual mode.
Yeah,
Of course.
it's not a proper FPV setup, not meant to be either. It's tailored for the old middle-aged guy in a midlife crisis who can't afford to blow $2,000 on this thing.
That's everybody.
So,
Oh man. I think it's the Cognito one.
but I understand, I know Lloyd's got that base, but I understand he goes and sits on it at night.
That's what I'm thinking. That the base is for stability and keeping it erect, so he can keep his flight, square. Lloyd's base is cool. Oh boy, you guys are covering for Lloyd.
Hey, Lloyd, does that base come with lubricant or?
Hey, I apologize, Hobby Howie, and everybody that's come in. By the way, Hobby Howie, get yourself an icon. You can find yourself a real cool, like image that you like, and become.
What's wrong with an H?
I want him to I want him to better himself. I want him to get
I mean, that's a landing pad right there.
Hungry Howie. I'm gonna rename you Hungry Howie because we got a pizza place called Hungry Howie's.
So Lloyd says loop not included, so you got to be, this is for the manly man right there.
Well, anyway, we're getting to that time. I'm about a minute or two away from the Taco Tuesday. Remember
from the Taco Bell?
Yep, it is Taco Tuesday for me. But I mean, we've got a lot of stuff still that is on the table to discuss. First of all, there's going to be more information coming with the rhinoceros, the rhinoceros mask, i.e. the EI, the goggles.
The new goggles is the left child of the old Racing Edition and the new Integras. Okay.
Yeah. They need to put a trunk on it so it looks like a proper elephant when you're wearing it. Actually, I should do that. That'd be fun. Get it out there and just get a gray trunk and just hang it off there. So when I'm flying, it's just flopping around. Oh,
who's trying to overcompensate for something here?
yeah. I told you I wasn't buying it anyway, so there'll be no flying.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
There'll be no flying for me on that.
Uh-huh.
That piece of crap.
Uh-huh.
I can't. I'm not lowering my freaking
Uh-huh.
standards.
You're not lowering your already low standards.
Yeah, and the fact that I mean they can't. I am so pissed off that they can't just stick a freaking controller in the box. If you want us to put batteries on it, and you're worried about the weight because you want to send us the freaking dildo instead, why don't you put the dildo out there for people to buy, and then charge them less? You can still charge the same price, but just put the freaking thing people want in the box. It's complete.
Again, this is not addressed toward FPV
They're
people.
not changing the world. Nobody wants that thing. Even if Grumpy's wants
this
one.
is not something meant for the FPV crowd. Okay. The goggles are not going to work with anything. Maybe after the community screamed loud enough for long enough, they might make it compatible to the old 3.
No,
But
what happened was
I don't foresee this thing being compatible with the old Air Unit or the Vistas.
no, three influencers flew at the damn thing and made it look fun, and they don't like it. They just are telling you they like it, and the truth comes out later. Nobody flies with the damn thing ever again, except for Lloyd, and then that's it. That's how it goes. It's
Well,
we'll
there's
let you
a
go,
number
Lloyd.
of
We're gonna
people
let you
that
fly.
fly was that dildo.
We're
See,
gonna
there's two types of autopilots. Okay, the ones that fly was the dildo, and those that lie about it.
lie about having it in their case all the time, just so they have it in their hand.
And then there's Lloyd, but he's old, so.
Oh yeah, let's see. If you haven't yet, check out Howie's FPV channel. We like to.
I know why Lloyd's not using the RC control. He's got way too many buttons on it. You give him anything with more than 3 buttons, it's done. It's over. So, and yes, Lloyd, we're giving you a load of crap.
I got a guy that I follow on X, and he's funny. He's a comedian in Las Vegas. Really good dude, and he he put on he just tweeted. This is a good one for everybody. It's appropriate for what we're talking about. While we're on the subject, creators, please stop putting honest review on your titles. We assume it's honest unless it's sponsored.
Oh, Justin.
This is Mike Dizzle.
Yeah, no, this goes straight to Justin Davis, doesn't it?
Yeah, Shizzle me Dizzle. He's a good dude. He's a good guy. I'll probably run into him in Vegas sometime, maybe next year.
Did you see that other comedian that got booed off stage to actually turn his freaking mic off?
Yeah, they're not going to boo. They're not going to boo Mike.
Yeah, no, some comedian at some festival. No, he was on stage and he was so bad that the venue actually turned his freaking mic off.
They didn't get the hook and hook him in. Oh, there we go. There's my. Oh, nope. No, it's not. I thought it was my call. It's coming. We should probably wrap it up though.
Yeah,
we
need to
we
wrap
got the
it
hook.
up.
It's the old.
I know your motion.
Yeah. I was just gonna
Toy's waiting on you.
I was just gonna get up out of my chair. Oh, wait a second. Here we go. I found it. It was sitting on my chair. Dang it! I thought my chair was just like nice to me. Oh, there we go. Now my call's coming in.
There's your call.
Hello.
Taco time.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what it is. I'm out of here.
All right. Well, we're both out of here. Y'all, it's been fun. We'll do it again next week. Don't forget to hit the thumb up on the way out, please. I appreciate it. And we made it to 11 this week. Kind of thin, but okay. Well, we'll take
All
it.
right. But
all right. Any more words of wisdom? Keep your dildo well lubricated.
Just make sure you lube up. Okay. It's coming. Of course, you see that. And then, of course, make sure you take the string off. Okay. Unless that's what you use to recover it, you know,
That's
just in case it goes in too deep. That's just disgusting. Who's talking about that on a stream? There could be people with kids, you know, that's terrible.
All right. Well, never mind. All right.
Yep. Hey, thank you guys. Hey, appreciate you popping in, Grumpy. We're just having fun with you too. You know that.
So
we're having fun at your expense. So you laugh.
Y'all take care. We'll see you next Tuesday, same time, same place, 5 o'clock Central. Until then, y'all take care.